What is going on, my friends? Oh my gosh, I have got a ton to cram into this video. Wish me luck. Here's what's on the agenda, my friends. Number one, I want to talk about the requirements to get relics up at the top tiers. Is it too much? Where's the grind going to be? And I'm on the test account to show you that. Number two, I've got a couple characters I really want to show you. A lot of footage is starting to pour in of relics at tier 7 and just how bananas these are at tier 7. And I want to discuss, is this game breaking? Is this too much? You know, when we first had mods, when those first hit the game, it was like this absolutely crazy pandemonium moment for the game. This feels like it might be in the same direction. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I'm gonna show you in particular two characters, General Grievous and Sith Marauder, are putting up some pretty stupid numbers. In this video, though, I'm gonna talk about Grandmaster Yoda, who I'm interested in just because I love Yoda, and we'll talk about kind of some stats that I've gotten to upgrading his relics, and then I'll do a battle here. We'll see. You know, does it make a difference? You know, what are the numbers going to look like? But first, let's talk about the grind. And you can see here, I'm on the test account, so I've got copious amounts of gear, and so these items right here weren't really much of an issue. But once you hit tier 5, to upgrade to tier 6, you're gonna have this new, I forget what this is called, scrap part that you have to upgrade. This is where it appears the real gear crunch ends up existing, because look at the only gear you have available. And you can see here, you know, where do you find this gear? Nowhere. It's the gear 12 plus gear, that kind of thing. I don't see Chirotechs in here, which I'm quite okay with. You can see this one's a little bit more accessible. Again, don't panic about the copious amounts of crystals. This is the test account. I don't show much here, but I do every once in a while. And so this is going to be where the real gear grind is. But I'm not convinced. I mean, that's a bit of a gear crunch, and definitely, I mean, you guys know how I feel about gear crunching relics. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm gonna, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with it. I really think where the crunch is the Cantina energy, actually. And I found that out because I thought I was gonna be able to take Yoda up to tier 7 on the test account. And, you know, this is, I could craft that gear and get that thing ready. But to find the rest of this, I need a little more Cantina energy. Okay, so I can do one battle. All right, there we go. And oh, I need more. Nope, you've reached the maximum. So I had over 1,000 Cantina energy stored on the test account. I maxed out, which, by the way, did you guys know maxing out Cantina energy, it goes to 3,200 refreshes? That's nuts. That's like, oh my gosh. And there are whales spending that right now. So and the way that they're also doing it is through the packs. I'm not gonna buy a pack at all, especially on the test account. And so the highest I could go is tier 5. And so I think this is where the real crunch is, but definitely getting these crafted, that's where the rest of the you know, gear crunch is going to be. But these didn't seem terrible to me. We do have Chirotechs there. Let's see. Some of this gear felt like gear that you're going to have a decent amount of. I don't love it. This one's a bit harder too, honestly. So you can see the requirements there. So actually this one probably too. I don't think actually looking over this now, I think this one's a bit more grindy. You can see you've got the hollow projectors, you got your Chirotechs, you got your stun guns, you got your Carbantes. So you're gonna sacrifice something. I'm okay. It is what it is. So there's the crunch. But these tiers weren't as bad. So the first few tiers, you can see here, you're gonna have excess of something in here. And so just pay attention and make sure you're not giving something you don't want to give, and go from there. But this is where I feel like the crunch is pretty real. And anyone who doesn't have, you know, if there's a character, this is what I hate about the Cantina engine in particular, is if you've got all the characters farmed there, you're gonna be pretty golden. If you don't, then ouch. You're gonna be in a world of hurt. So check out what this did to Yoda's stats. Special offense, 10,000. 10,000 special offense. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. So I modded up a Jedi Revan team here real quick. Let's go test him out. We'll just test it out against something simple. We'll do JTR here. Let's see how it works. I'm not, this is just to see like what's Yoda looking like with a tier 5 relic. This is only tier 5, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we don't even have the full glory here put together. So, all right, let's mark JTR. Okay, we couldn't really see what Yoda did there. Let's just, let's slap her with a basic. 44,000 basic, Anakin. We don't have relics on anyone else yet here on the test account. All right, R2-D2 is going to burn. I'd like to get the buffs over on him from Bastila. Oh, Rey holding her own, baby. Maybe that's what I get for modding really fast. 10,000 special offense, my friends. 44,000 on his basic there. Okay, I'm going to give Bastila turn here so we can feed Yoda. 74,000 basic. Here we go again. 89,000. 89,000. All right, so those numbers, those aren't as shocking as what I'm about to show you, but there you have it, Yoda. That's just the tier 5 relic. I wish I could show farther, and I will definitely be working to upgrade more, and we'll talk more and more about relics as the days come. And so let's get into some additional footage that I have here that are tier 7 relics. And a big special shout out here. This is my buddy Blade Baka, who sent me all of these GG battles. This is General Grievous at tier 7. And just wait, look at this. 212,000 damage on his special ability. 212,000 damage. You can see Sith Marauder. We're going to talk about him. Here we go. AoE, 170,000 damage AoE in this. That's crazy. Now look, this Darth Revan team sure picked those droids apart, but oh my gosh. We got 2 more battles to show. We'll see what the damage ends up being here. I believe he attacked different teams. This might be the same team, this one. All right, here we go. Here comes our first General Grievous. 170,000 damage on his special that time. Here comes his next one, AoE. 140. So a little bit less in that case, but still, I mean, no issues taking out this Darth Revan team. That's for sure. There we go. We'll see what he does. 170 again on his special. Okay, one more General Grievous battle. I know you guys want one more. You guys want one more of this crap, right? All right. IPD is going to do his thing. Here we go. He's going to take Bastila out one shot. 160,000 damage. No sweat. These battles are all so fast. All right. Here comes... He's going to special it. 270,000 damage on his special on Darth Malak. One-shotting Darth Malak. And then there's the AoE. 180,000 damage on his AoE. Somehow Sith Trooper survived, but he won't survive this one. 100,000 damage. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's look at Sith Marauder. Sith Marauder is another one, and big thanks to my friend NVR24, who sent me footage of Sith Marauder at tier 7. This is the one, I think this is the one that a lot of people, look, if you're running Sith Marauder on this Darth Revan team, this might be the very first one you want to go for on the Darth Revan team. I didn't think much about him. Here we go. Watch this. 240. 200. Oh my gosh. 240,000 damage. That guy is a freaking cannon with the tier 7 relic. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I didn't, in my last video, I didn't analyze the relics for the Darth Revan team. Just because it's kind of goes without saying, but on the Darth Revan team, look, 121,000 basic. This is, I'm pretty dang convinced this is where you're going to want to spend your investment. And you can see here, this is just a screenshot, but this is, NVR was able to get this in footage that he didn't end up recording, but he just obviously quick screenshot hands. 345,000 damage on the special. That's from Sith Marauder. That is no joke. Absolutely no joke. All right, and then this last battle here that I want to show you, this is from my great friend, Maul Pills. He's one of my patrons. Thanks so much, man, for filming this. But he's got Anakin at tier 6. So this is still not quite the full glory of Anakin. But these we know that Shaak Ti clones can take out Darth Revan, but now they're really going to do it. Look at this. Oh, 39,000 on his AoE. He's just getting warmed up. We'll see what he's able to do later. This team to me is one of the, I mean, if you're one of those people wanting to invest in the future of the game, this is a great place to go. I think this is going to be a big part of the next meta. And so we'll see some more here. And as we're kind of closing out this video, I want to talk a little bit about this. Now, something that I have been hearing, and I haven't actually observed this myself, is that these relics are having a pretty sizable, there we go, 75,000 damage on his basic. These relics are having a pretty sizable impact on character galactic power. And so that to me, okay, let's see this one, 47,000, not even a crit. That to me is part of the silver lining of this, where in Grand Arena, at least, if it creates a bigger galactic power difference between the whales and the free-to-play, then you're less likely to see players with relics that are so far gone from you. And so I think the major concern I have, there we go, 64,000, not even a crit. He probably needs to get some crit chance on his Anakin. But probably the biggest thing that I'm concerned about is, am I going to be facing nothing but, tier 7 relics in Grand Arena? I'm just going to be left in the dust. And so what I'm hoping is, number one, that the galactic power difference, kind of does a little bit of self-selection. But I also really feel like Capital Games, you're going to need to factor in how many relics somebody has in the matchmaking. Please do this, because this is a big difference. This is earth-shattering. This is maybe game-breaking. These numbers are, it's a huge swing on the tier 7 relics, and the cost to get there is pretty egregious. I mean, you've got the, what is it? I mean, looking at the packs here, going over there right now, we've got our $100 pack, right? $100, $60, $60. I mean, you could spend so much so fast on this and get so far ahead of everyone else. And it's just, I mean, the amount of Cantina energy I needed just to get to tier 5 was pretty intense. The gear requirements at the end getting pretty intense as well. Even though there's options, it's still, especially those last two that you needed to craft, are very, very challenging to do. And so, look, here's what it comes down to for me. I don't mind a gap between the free-to-play and the pay-to-play players of this game. Where I mind it a bit more is when it makes it impossible for me to enjoy the game as a free-to-play player. And so I really, really hope that the matchmaking formula factors this in. The major area that this is going to affect us either way, regardless of what they do with matchmaking, is Squad Arena. I think a lot of you, if you've got some super whales in your Squad Arena, you might be in trouble. And so we will be doing a lot of discussion on this. Keep your chins up, everyone. We're gonna get through this. We've done it before. I think this is a frustrating period of the game. Seeing something like this, I think it's the last thing anybody wanted. But it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with it, and hopefully we can still enjoy the game and we don't bleed too much. So what are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. Which relics are you most interested in upgrading? Keep the discussion going down in the comments, and as always, my brothers, don't forget,